Alright, this will be episode 3 of our survival series. We will be tackling player attributes and the UI to go with it, and if we have enough time, maybe some functionality as well, but we'll get into it right now. Last video we ended off with our functioning main menu, save game, and new game. So this one we will be, so attributes. So I'm going to go into my game UI here, under my player HUD, and I'm going to create an empty. This empty is going to be called player attributes UI, or just attributes UI actually. I'm going to make sure this is stretched and scaled up. And then we are going to be creating our UI image, and we're going to call this attributes, just attributes I guess. I'm going to anchor this because I want mine in the bottom left of the screen, so I'm going to anchor it to bottom left. And let's see, so this main one's going to be my health. So actually I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this image. I'm going to do that with it. I'm going to put everything under the attributes here. So actually, I'm going to get rid of that completely. Alright, so under attributes, I'm going to create one called health. So UI image, this is going to be my health UI. And again, I don't know because I didn't really cover it because I figured you guys would already know how to do it. But you're going to put your traits in your player, put the class you've made for your player with the attributes in that class. And if you haven't done that already, I would recommend doing so. And if you don't know how to do it, I recommend going to a previous video because I'm not going to be covering it again. I've covered it so many times. So just look for an older video that has something to do with stats. Alright, so for my health UI, I'm going to go ahead and find a picture to go with it. So this is going to be like the background to it. So I'm going to go do that. I'll be right back. Alright, this is what I'm going to use for my health. I decided I'm going to go with that Diablo style look. So I'm going to find a nice decent size for that. I'm going to put it right about, no, a little lower than that. Something like right in the corner. Yeah, let's go just a bit out of the corner there. Alright. And this is going to carry my stat information. So I'm going to add the attribute UI to it and put in my health. As you can see, I have quite a bit of things ready to go here, but for now, we're just going to stick to the 4 attributes that are actually under our player traits. So there's my health. I'm going to create another image, and this isn't going to be the image fill that shows our health go up and down. This is going to be just simply a background to that. So this is going to be, I'm just going to call it background, and we're going to find an image to go with that. So I'm going to do something that goes with the thing we just equipped. So I'm going to go with this. I'm going to try and get that to the right size here. Actually, I kind of screwed up. I kind of layered this wrong, so this is going to be my health UI. And then this, I guess, technically would be our background. And there we go. And then I'm going to go ahead and add this to the other one, and then delete it here. So player health, okay. I'm going to separate these two for now just so I can scale this up right. something like that works. Not exactly. There we go. Sorry, that probably took longer than it should have. I'm going to go ahead and drag our health UI back on there. Oh, no, I did that wrong. Jesus. Okay. Now, we are going to find we're going to create a new image. I'm going to do this right on top of background. And this one is going to be called our health bar. Alright, now this is going to be a circle as well of some sorts. I'm also going to make this background a little, or this health UI, whatever is that circle, it's going to be a tiny bit transparent. Something like that. Not too transparent, I'm going to go 200 with it. And then our bar, we're going to find a circle and just use that to fill it. I don't even know if I have a circle in this. There we go. How big is that? That is 200 by 200 pretty much. Which means this will be 200 by 200. Alright. I'm going to make this red. Make that transparent as well. Okay, so I put that down to 100 opacity, looks a little better. I'm going to have to fix the positioning of that just a little bit. So I'll come back when I figure that out. Alright. So, position that just where I wanted it now. Now what we're going to do to the bar is we're going to make this image type to filled. And so as you can see, that kind of affects that. We're going to change that to vertical. And that's going to be our health draining. Okay. Going to go back to our health UI. And we're going to go to our attribute UI of there and image fill. We will put our health bar. Now, that should be functional. And I'm going to go ahead. We're not going to test that yet because we're going to create our 3 other attributes, our stamina, our hunger, and our thirst. I'm going to start right from scratch because these ones don't need as much as this does because this is the fancy one. So I'm going to create UI image stamina UI. Okay. I'm going to find some kind of square or rectangle type image. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I found a square here to use. I know it's already a square, but you need an actual image itself if you want the image fill to work. Because if you don't have an image, you won't get that option. So, I'm going to go ahead and make this how I want it. That's almost there, maybe a little skinnier. Okay. So this is going to be where my stamina goes. And then I'm going to go ahead and add the attribute UI to that and add player stamina. I'm going to make this black and turn the opacity down for a background. And then I'm going to duplicate that, drag it underneath, call it bar. We're going to turn this to, I'm going to go with green for my stamina. This is going to be an image fill, and instead of vertical, we will be going horizontal. Alright, that's our stamina bar now. We can go ahead and take the attribute UI off of that one, because we only need it on the top one here. Alright, so that's a stamina bar. I don't like that green per se. I'm going to go a little darker, because our red's kind of a little darker as well. And maybe turn the opacity down just a bit. Let's try 200. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Alright, that is our stamina bar. Next is our hunger. Hunger UI. And at this point we can just duplicate these because these will be the same. Alright, hunger UI, we're going to change over to hunger. The image fill, oh, I never did the image fill, did I? So yeah, for the stamina UI, put the bar to image fill. Then the hunger UI, put the bar to image fill. We're going to change that bar color now to something like orange. Okay, so there's our hunger bar. And we're going to duplicate that into our thirst UI. Change that over to thirst. And the fill should be there because it's been a duplicate now. And we'll change that over to something like blue. And just move it down a bit. There you have it. That could be our, pretty much our attributes. Not liking how faded it looks, so I might change that opacity back up there. Not sure what's going on with this one. Why it looks so dark. Either way, okay. Well, I'll figure that out some other time. Stamina. Actually, you know what? I think I have. If I type in bar. No, okay. If I type in line. Yeah, so I might add these in instead. So I'm going to go ahead and do that for both the background and the picture. So let's see, if I were to get rid of my stamina bar, I would want this back to white at full opacity. I'm going to do that for all the UIs. This is only if you have a picture you want to use for these. What is going on with that? Why is that not? Say what? Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna delete hunger and thirst because something is happening here. Alright. I'm gonna change that to white as well for now. So I'm gonna find the line image. Sorry, I probably should have paused this before I did this for you guys, but it's whatever. So this was our stamina, so I'm gonna find, I guess we'll go with the venom one for green. So I'm gonna do long line 2, I think, looks like the right one. And then for the bar would be the venom. Let's see if that works. It's pretty decent. Might change this line though to something else. I'll just go back to the venom one. And let's see if I can make that look different. Yeah, we'll just go black and then change that opacity back down. It's kind of what it was originally, but now it actually fits proper. That looks good. Alright. So that's stamina. We will duplicate that now. And we will move that down. This will be our hunger again, so sorry for re-stewing all this for you guys. You know, if you followed and it worked for you the first time, then, you know, good. But I'm doing it again for myself, for my own sake. Hunger, hunger bar, and that won't be a venom line, this will be a energy line. Okay. And I changed that to hunger, yep. Now let's go with thirst. There we go. There, now I have some better looking UIs. And in order to test this, make sure everything works, so I'm going to go to my player. I'm going to change my starting attributes here. So we want to change these. So my health, I'm going to start at almost no health. My stamina is going to be almost full. My hunger is going to be about a quarter full. And my thirst is going to be about half. Now let's go ahead and test that. And there you have it. Everything corresponds to each other. So health is almost empty, stamina is almost full, hunger quarter, thirst half. So that is done. That works. And yeah, so it's a little shorter of a video. You know, if you don't like the UI design that I set up, I mean, you feel free to do your own. You don't need some circle health bar and then bars for the rest. You can do all bars or all circles or whatever the damn you want. I wanted to do like semicircles going around this, but I didn't find any images, so like almost like I guess Red Dead Redemption I think does it. I don't know, or Saints Row or something, one of those style of games where the sub bars are around the main health bar that go down. But yeah, so that's it for this one. Next video I will be doing you know, stuff like the hunger actually going down. So my idea of that is if you start starving by hunger, that's going to take your health down. If you're thirsty and that's empty, it's going to start draining your stamina. It won't kill you, but it will drain your stamina. I'm going to add health regen and stamina regen, and it will also disable those if you start starving. If you get below, say, like a certain percentage of hunger and thirst, then you'll start getting icons up here, and just like a little more functionality to this area of the screen. And if we have the time, maybe a quick player death, just a temporary one to help showcase that. So yeah, that is what we'll be getting at next. So good luck with this one. Hopefully it works for you guys, and see you in the next one.